everyone, it's Sherry with Squatchable, and I'm going to go ahead and read a few reports that are getting ready to be moved over into our database. We have a form on our website, we've had it there for a while, that you can submit your reports, and I decided that I'd probably just go ahead and read a few of these on here so you guys can hear them instead of them just getting buried in the massive quantities that are on there. You might hear some interesting noises in the background. There's a family out there with a metal detector. And one of the kids is trying to act like some sort of animal, making some noises. So, sorry if you hear some odd noises, that's what it is. I'm going to leave names out of these as I read them, and we'll look at doing these pretty regularly if you guys like hearing them as they roll in. So this sighting looks like it took place in January of 2000. I keep wanting to say Y2K. And this happened at McLean Creek in Alberta, Canada. And it says, my BF, could be boyfriend or best friend, his cousin and I went camping for the long weekend in the off-road camping area when weird stuff kept happening from day one. We arrived late at night and found a big open area right off the dirt road beside the creek and leveled the tent trailer by a fire pit with the front door facing the creek and mountainside, with the back towards the road where another group of campers were off to the left. Anyway, it was so windy that night we couldn't do much for a fire or ride our dirt bikes. We just stayed in, and the canvas was flapping like crazy and the trailer swayed quite a bit. But a couple of times there was a huge freaky bang, like the wind must have dented the roof or the side, which was strange to me. Also, another instance I was just laying in bed when all of a sudden you could feel the whole trailer being rocked and had direction behind it. That's what I felt. I sat up, but I mean, it was really windy, so didn't think much. The wind was gone the next night and we had a wicked fire and was enjoying everything when this clear as day howl started from just right on the other side of the tiny creek in the trees on the mountainside. I have been camping around there for years and never in my life ever heard that kind of deep, low, awkward sounding groan, and to think what animal would be so close doing that was very odd. And then heard another's long groan back, but from the mountain by the camper's side. It was not familiar at all. Strange. Anyway, not too worried. It must just be wolves or something. The next day we were getting our stuff together to go back home when the sun went down around 6 p.m. when we noticed something up in the clearing on the mountainside across the creek. When I looked up, I saw a big black blurry shadow standing there, taller than the trees, I swear. I tried to focus on it, but it was fuzzy to me, and I screamed out, "It's a man, a huge man." Okay, wait. What? No, it's a bear, my BF said. We all just stood there staring at this thing that really wasn't moving much at all, just casting this shadow down at us, slowly inching closer to us as the sun came down. The feeling I got from it was not good. It creeped me out not knowing what it was. Our cousin said it's a moose. We all stared, well, it stared right back. You could see it had a face in the middle of this black, fuzzy, indefinite frame of anything you'd know anyway. It crawled down the hill and hid crouched up behind the bushes. The sun went down and I jumped in the truck and the boys put the dirt bikes on and we left nothing else. All the other campers were long gone. I think our welcome was very overstayed. Haha. Had no idea something like that existed. I was sure it was a ghost. That I could believe, but shadow creatures, wow. Really, that's what it was. A not so happy Bigfoot. Thanks so much for sending this report in. Sorry if I stumbled a little bit there. Sometimes I catch my get along when I'm reading something from other people. But that was a really cool encounter, and I think I agree with you. Yeah, whatever that was, it wanted you guys to go along with the other campers. Well, make sure that if you have a encounter that you want to share, go ahead and send it to us on our page. We'll have a link for you, and we'll add it to our database. Hopefully, as these build up and more get in there, we can start finding some common features that go along with some of these areas and, different reports, and maybe it'll help solve the mystery a little bit at a time. Thanks.